नमस्ते, हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया. My name is JVN Manisha Singh, Assistant Professor in Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University and Jaipur. Today, I am teaching you entrepreneurship challenges and opportunities in India and in subject of entrepreneurship portfolio in discipline of food and biotechnology. Now let's start the topic entrepreneurship challenges and opportunities. Basically, entrepreneur is basically having the risk taking ability, self confidence, decision making ability, knowledge of coming year of growing to harvesting technology, economic motivation, market orientation, risk factors, soil and farm condition of experiences, water resources, water quality, and volumes need to come in for all technical factors. Ability of coordination of two related activities, achievement, motivation, etc. Indicators are behavior of entrepreneurial. Entrepreneurship has gained greater significance at global level under changing economic scenario. Global economy in general and Indian economy in particular is poised for accelerated growth driven by the entrepreneurship. Amidst environment of supermall culture, we find plenty of scope for entrepreneurship in trading and manufacturing. An entrepreneur is a person who is able to look at the environment, identify opportunities to improve the environmental resources and implement action to maximize those opportunities. It is important to bear in the mind entrepreneurial skills that will be needed to improve the quality of life for individuals, families, and communities, and to sustain a healthy economy and environment. Taking this into consideration, we will find that each of the traditional definition has its own weakness. The first definition leaves little room for innovations that are not on the technological or organizational cutting edge, such as adaptation of older technologies to a developing country context or entering into export markets already tapped by other firms. Defining entrepreneurship as risk taking neglects other major elements of what we usually think as entrepreneurship, such as well developed ability to recognize unexploited market opportunities. Entrepreneurship as a stabilizing force limits entrepreneurship to reading markets disequilibria, while entrepreneurship defined as owning and operating a business denies the possibility of entrepreneurial behavior by known owners and employees and managers who have no equity stake in the business. Therefore, the most appropriate definition of entrepreneurship that would fit into the rural development context argued here in the broader one, the one which defines entrepreneurship as a force that mobilizes other resources to meet unmet market demand, the ability to create and build something from practically nothing. The process of creating value by pulling together a unique package of resources to exploit an opportunity. It combines definitions of entrepreneurship by Jones and Sekong. Entrepreneurship, so defined, pertains to any new organization of productive factors and not exclusively to innovations that are on the technological and organizational cutting edge. It pertains to entrepreneurial activities both within and outside the organization. Entrepreneurship need not involve anything new from a global or even national perspective, but rather the adoption of new forms of business organizations, new technologies, and new enterprises, producing goods not previously available at a location. This is why entrepreneurship is considered to be a prime mover in development and why nations, regions, and communities that actively promote entrepreneurship development demonstrate much higher growth rate and consequently higher levels of development than nations, regions, and communities whose institutions, politics, culture hinder entrepreneurship and entrepreneurial economy, whether on the national, regional, or community level, differ significantly from a non entrepreneurial economy in many respects. not only by its economic structure and its economic vigorousness, but also by the social vitality and quality of life which it offers with a consequent attractiveness to the people. Economic structure is very dynamic and extremely competitive due to the rapid creation of new firms and the exit of old stagnant and declining firms. Redefining entrepreneurship and innovation, succeeding as an entrepreneur and an innovator in today's world is vastly different from what it was earlier. Organization will face seven trends in the next decade as they fight to survive, grow, and remain competitive. These are the speed and uncertainty will prevail. Technology will continue to disrupt and enable. Demographics will dictate much of what happens in business. Loyalty will erode and work will be done anywhere, anytime, and employment as we know it will disappear. Then women empower entrepreneur. Women entrepreneurs has been making a significant impact in all segments of the economy in India, Canada, Great Britain, Germany, Australia, and the United States. The area chosen by the women are retail trade, restaurants, hotels, education, cultural, cleaning, insurance, and manufacturing. The new thrust suggests following two factors pulling or pushing women in an entrepreneurship. Factors leading women to be an entrepreneurs are women entrepreneurs choose a woman takes up business enterprises to profession as a challenge and get over financial difficulties and respond. Adventure will and urge to do some visibility is thrust on them due to family. Think new, liking for business and circumstances, to have an independent occupation. With the spread of education and new approaches awareness, women entrepreneurs are achieving higher levels of three E's, namely engineering, electronics, and energy. Though we should not forget certain physico-social barriers which hinders the growth of women entrepreneurs are first of all opportunities, free entry into the world trade, improved risk-taking ability, governments of nations withdrawn some restrictions, technology and invention spread into the world, encouragement to innovations and inventions, promotion of healthy completions among nations, consideration increase in government assistance for international trade, establishment of other national and international institutes to support business among nations of the world, benefits of specialization, social and cultural development, then challenges, problems of raising equity capital, difficulty in borrowing fund, thought cut, completions endangered existence of small companies, problem of availing raw material, problems of condolences of indigenous technology, increased pollution, ecological imbalance, exploitation of poor and small countries, etc. Then suggestions for the woman entrepreneur. For the government should provide separate financial funds of women entrepreneur. We should provide her special infrastructure facilities, whatever she did. Then government should arrange special training programs of women entrepreneurship. Government should facilitate top ranker women's entrepreneur. Women entrepreneurs should more competitive and efficient in the local and international market. Youth should invite successful women entrepreneurs from foreign countries. Then women entrepreneurship in India. What is the scenario? In India, of women entrepreneurship, out of total 940.98 million people in India in the 1990s, females comprised 437.10 million, representing 46.5% of total population. There are 1.26.48 million women workforce, but as per the 1991 census, only 1,85,900 women accounting for only 4.5% of the total self-employed persons in the country were recorded. As per a rough estimate, the number of SSIs are expected to be 2.5 billion, having 9% women entrepreneur into it. Considering this trend, women participation in another 5 years was 20% more, raising the number of women entrepreneurs to about 5 lakhs. combined effect of motivational drive, preparation of information material, conducting training, creation of women industrial estates, and training of promoters and use of mass media altogether is bound to accelerate the process of women entrepreneurship development. Some social factors impede the growth of women entrepreneurs are as follows: poor self-image of the woman, inadequate motivation, discriminating treatment, faulty socialization, role of conflict, cultural values, lack of courage and self-confidence, inadequate encouragement, lack of social acceptance, unjust social, economic and cultural system, lack of freedom of expression, afraid of failure and criticism, susceptible to negative attitude, low dignity of labor. Then what new awareness has to say about it? The new industrial policy of the government of India has specially highlighted the need for special entrepreneurship program for women entrepreneurs in the nature of the product. Then process oriented courses to enable them to start small scale industries. A majority of women entrepreneurs are from middle class families who have low technical education, less family responsibilities, but desire to become an entrepreneurs. This potential should be identified and tapped. Rural entrepreneurs succeeding as an entrepreneur and an innovator in today's world is vastly different from what is it was earlier. Besides, the existing generation of entrepreneurship also is passing through the transition period. They experience financial resource limitation to promote or to develop a venture, and there is also look of research and innovation to meet with marketing challenges. Indian rural economy is also experiencing behavior of entrepreneurial. Aim of most farmers is to earn profits from farming as from any other business. If he determines the objective, a farm business necessarily requires deliberate decision and proper investment after assessing risk and available resources to maximize the profit. Therefore, entrepreneurship is not simply adoption of new activity, but it is transformation of a person from traditional of modern India is known as home spices and is in fact the greatest, largest producer, consumer and exporter of spices in the world. Though cumin cultivation requires more inputs and production prices are high, but last 2 years monetary output is uncertain and it is also sensitive crop to many disease, pest and also highly risky crop considering natural hazards as well as they delay today fluctuating wholesale price index. Organization will face 7 trends in the next decade as they fight to survive, grow, and remain competitive. Speed and uncertainty will prevail. Technology will continue to disrupt and enable. Demographics will dictate much of what happens in the business. Loyalty will erode. Work will be done anywhere, anytime. Employment, as we know, it will disappear. Opportunities for rural entrepreneurs. It is crashed scheme for rural development, food for work program, national rural employment program, regional rural development centers, entrepreneurship development institute of India, bank of technology, rural innovation funding, socio-rural entrepreneurship. Challenges for rural entrepreneurs are growth of mall culture, poor assistance, power failure, lack of technical know-how, capacity utilization, and infrastructure sickness. Present entrepreneurial scenario. Mr. Ratan Tata had clearly articulated to us his vision for Tata Motors. The company has very successfully launched its passenger cars Indica and Indigo and recently in January 2008 and they have set a benchmark in the history of four-wheeler industry all around the globe by offering their masterpiece Nano to the world's cheapest car worth 1 lakh rupees only. The company has also taken the business of Cons, a giant in steel industry. The following Indian firms will keep on dominating the corporate world in the future too: Tata Steel and Motors, Indian Oil Corporation, Reliance Industries, Infosys Technologies, Moser Baer, Bharti Televentures, 12 Oven and Endeavors, they are run by dynamic entrepreneurs who manage and lead their companies not only to remain in the business but to expand it. Dynamic entrepreneurs look for growth and they do not have only a vision but are also capable of making it happen. They think and act globally, look for expansion, rely on external resources, seek professional advice, or they work with professional teams. They challenge competitors instead of avoiding them and take and share risk in a way that leads to success. In this way, economic vitality of a country largely depends on overall level of entrepreneurial capacity, that is on its ability to create rapidly growing companies. Then summary is the entrepreneurs provide a magical touch to an organization, whether it in public or private or joint sector, in achieving speed, flexibility, innovativeness, and a strong sense of self-determination. They bring a new vision to the forefront of economic growth. Thank you. If you have any query, please mention it in a comment box. I will resolve them whenever we have a live session. This video is powered by Digital Version 2.0 Jyoti Vidyapith Women's University, Jaipur. Thank you so much for watching this video.